he had 41, and the last 3 of those, a three-pointer that bounced 3 times on the rim before toppling in and giving the Blue Dragons an improbable 82-81 win. It was about as excited as I've been in nearly 50 years of broadcasting, and it was a big win for the Blue Dragons, who survived a game in which they played maybe their poorest 10.5 minutes of basketball and maybe their 15 best, Coach Knack.
Well, they played inspired basketball to make that historic comeback, and it was a pleasure listening to you and Glenn Grunwald bring the action to us. I watched that game on the live stream at BlueDragonSports.com and listened to your call of the game, and I couldn't get to sleep after that one. I was so excited.
Well, it was a lot of fun, but it's the nature of basketball that you don't get to celebrate a win for very long nor worry about a loss for very long, because the games just keep coming. And Hutchinson and Barton over the years has been a very, very special rivalry. No reason to think that tonight will be any different. The Blue Dragons, with Coach Eck suspended for a game because of the ejection on Wednesday night, will be coached by Jay Syriac, assisted by Reggie.
Jay Syriac was on the road recruiting during that fantastic game at Butler, so Coach Reggie Freeman was forced into action. Tonight, Jay Syriac is with us in the sports arena, and he will assume the coaching duties along with Dallas Comstock and Reggie Freeman.
So it is Hutchinson and Barton. We're a couple of minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups, but let's take a quick peek at the Cougars, who come in averaging 89 points a game. The Blue Dragons average 90. The Cougars give up 74. Hutchinson a little advantage there. The Dragon defense has been better, 67 points a game. But in the end, the only thing that matters, both teams with identical records, and somebody's going to get a step up on the other tonight with a win on Sam Butterfield Court in the sports arena.
Barton will let it rain. They've made 112 three-point baskets so far this season. 112 out of 263. They're making them at a 42% clip.
And here are the three-point percentages for the typical starters for the Cougars. 41%, 47%, 45%, 42%. No wonder you shoot threes when you hit that kind of a percentage.
Coach Craig Fletchall has certainly recruited some good shooters.
Blue Dragons don't shoot three-pointers at nearly that prolific a pace, but they have in J.J. Rhymes, one of the electric players in our conference, coming off of, for him, a career-high 41 points, 32 of those in the second half of that game. The Blue Dragons have to put that behind them, though, play solid basketball tonight, respond to a different coaching situation. Coach Eck, by the way, will be back with the Dragons when they get back to action after the Christmas break at Cali on Wednesday, January the 3rd.
Coach Eck with 564 wins coaching at the college level, to his credit, and this is the first game that he'll have to sit out.
Jay Syriac coaching his first game, and Craig Fletchall in his 13th season. So Coach Fletchall, one of the deans of junior college coaches, certainly in the state of Kansas, has a Hutchinson background, won a state basketball championship at Trinity a number of years ago.
1987.
And a real character, fun guy to be around.
All-time winningest coach at Barton Community College.
We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the introduction of the starting lineups. Barton and Hutchinson. It will be something special.
Hello, this is Tom Elliott of Elliott Mortuary, and again this year we are pleased to help sponsor HCC Blue Dragon Sports. We encourage you to support all the Blue Dragon games, both home and away, with your attendance, but if not, we hope you enjoy listening to the game here on KWBW and Country 102.9. Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, a proud sponsor of Hutchinson Community College, and honored to have served the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935.
Hi, I'm Ken Hyman, General Manager of Midwest Superstore in Hutchinson. We're proud to be a sponsor of HCC Sports. You have choices when it comes to your vehicle purchases, and a better way is more than a slogan. Any new or select pre-owned purchase comes with our Advantage Rewards benefits. That includes complimentary car washes with every service visit, a loaner car with any major service, including oil changes and tire rotations. A better way also means no high-pressure sales tactics. Everyone has deals, but do they take care of you after the sale? Visit us at MidwestSuperstore.com and go Blue Dragons.
Hello, my name is Dr. Brandy Weems, family practitioner at Summit Healthcare. We offer the full spectrum of family practice services, including well child checks, chronic disease management, and in-office procedures. Summit Healthcare is committed to providing quality family medicine and walk-in care to patients of all ages. As a Hutchinson native, I am honored to return to this wonderful community where the inspiration for my medical journey began. Schedule your appointment with me, Dr. Weems, at Summit Healthcare today, 662-6000.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Salt Hawks from Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Wilton. At forward, a 6'4" freshman from Newark, New Jersey, number 4, Elijah Ford. At forward, a 6'5" freshman from Richmond, Virginia, number 5, Marvin Cannon. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from Ontario, Canada, number 10, Keyshawn Montego. And at guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Hutchinson, Kansas, number 24, Noah Webster. The Cougars are 11-1, 7-1 in the Jayhawk Conference, coached by Craig Futchall in his 13th season, assisted by Brad Witherspoon.
And now they darken the sports arena, and we will see the video which celebrates many, many years of success in this, the winningest program in junior college basketball, and a possessor of 3 national championships, Coach Knack, including a year ago.
It's a big crowd tonight here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena, and most of the crowd are on their feet. It's an electric atmosphere here.
This is really electric. National championships for the Blue Dragons under Dave Farrar in 1988, under Steve McLean in 1994, and a year ago under Steve Ack. And the Blue Dragons, many think, with enough talent assembled to make another run, perhaps in 2018.
Well, they certainly look good to this point at 11-1, and the lone loss coming to the team that's at the bottom of the Jayhawk Conference. Go figure.
In case you're wondering about Glenn Grunwald, he is healthy. He is out of town on business. We'll be back with the Blue Dragons after the Christmas holidays, and it is my privilege, I'm Rusty Hills, joined by Coach Dan Nacarado to host you over the course of the next hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours as 2 very special programs go at it with enthusiasm.
Introducing the starting lineup for your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, number 10, Devontae Benson. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, number 11, J.J. coached by Steve Heck in his 9th season. Coached tonight by Jay Siliak, assisted by Reggie Freeman and Dallas Comstock.
Nobody does it better than our good friend from Eagle Communications on the PA duties at all of the Blue Dragon basketball games, Darren Dunn.
And one of the biggest crowds we have seen in the sports arena pre-Christmas in quite a while settles in to enjoy what could be a classic. Kind of interesting that Jay Siriak having to fill in the absence of Coach Eck tonight. Jay responsible for recruiting almost all of these Blue Dragon basketball players. Dragons break the huddle. They're in white with dark numbers, and the Cougars of Barton in all black.
Jay Siriak has a way of finding winners, doesn't he?
He does indeed.
The numbers on the Blue Dragon men uniforms a little bit easier to read than the Barton men, a little bit easier to read than the Barton women, but it's blue on black.
The tap is controlled by the Cougars, so they'll get first crack at it, and it is Stockley, Bill Keyshawn Montague. They go inside quickly, and a shot missed in close by Elijah Ford, rebounded out by the Blue Dragons. It is Devontae Bandu. Now at the free throw line, J.J. Rhymes tosses it to the corner. Almost turned it over, but Kiwanis Wilkins couldn't keep it from going out of bounds.
Devontae! 15! 30,
So the Blue Dragons will inbound just to the right of the basket, and they turn it over. Taken away and then knocked loose by the Blue Dragons, but it'll sail out of bounds, and Barton will have it.
That was a bizarre interception. The man guarding the inbounds passer actually leapt and caught the pass after the ball only traveled about a foot and a half.
So Montague works out front. Dragons are man-to-man. Whitfield on Montague. Comes to Noah Webster. Webster plays on the left side of the floor, gets it back, thought about a three, takes better of it. To Montague. Montague takes a drive, gives it up, and there's the first three of the game, and it rattles out. Rebound tapped out front. Barton will keep it. Montague off to Webster. Webster challenges the basket. Got it rejected. Rejected emphatically by the Dragon interior. Out of bounds to Barton. Scoreless with 1 minute gone. Barton inbounds out front. It's Cannon. Off to Ford. And now Montague. Montague between the circles. Back to Wilkins. Wilkins for three. Missed everything. And it is out of bounds to Hutchinson.
Barton starting this contest cold, 0 for 4 from the field in the first minute.
Rob Whitfield steals a glance at Reggie Harrison. Gives it off to J.J. Rhymes. Dragons at the offensive end. Bandu, now Raekwon Taylor. Now J.J. out on the right side. Tries to penetrate. Lost the handle on it. Another turnover. Taken away by Barton. Barton Montague gives it off. And the ball rejected again by Nuhu, who says, don't bring it in here.
Sal Nuhu went extremely high with that vertical leap. I bet you he was about 10.5 feet in the air when he blocked that one.
Went out of bounds, so the Cougars play inbounds, and a foul on Barton on the inbounds play. Illegal screen. Will go on Kiwanis Wilkins. Neither team has scored. We played 1:40. Dragons really haven't had a good look at the basket yet. Whitfield to Rhymes. Top of the key. Bandu. Off to Raekwon Taylor. Works his way inside. Ball loose. Retrieved by Nuhu. Back to J.J. And out front to Whitfield. Whitfield spins. Tough shot. Doesn't get it. All black jerseys underneath. And the rebound grabbed by the Cougars. Montague comes to the top of the key. Left side Webster. Thought about the three. Montague drives. Little teardrop floater. Missed everything. Got his own rebound. Barton is really aggressive. Here is a drive. A dish to the corner. Back out front. Webster. Great look at three. Doesn't get it. Scramble for the rebound. Again, it's Barton that comes up with it. Barton is a good rebounding team. Normally so is Hutchinson. But Barton having a big advantage in the early stages. Still scoreless. 2.5 minutes played. Montague. Right side to Ford. Back out front. There's a head and shoulder fake. Montague, 3. Front iron. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Bandu. And the Dragons have it. Bandu accelerates all the way to the rim. Scoops it up and in.
That's what you call a Euro step. It's become very popular at the college level. Bandu made it look easy.
For Barton, it is Montague. Now Cannon. Now out front, Wilkins. Ball pops loose. Dragons retrieve. Sal Nuhu comes up with it. Nuhu, long pass to Rhymes. 2-on-2 situation. JJ for 3. Doesn't get it. Rebound tapped around. Controlled by Barton's Marvin Cannon. Off to Montague. Montague up the floor to Cannon. Hands it back to Montague. Montague on the left side. Now out front is Wilkins. Wilkins penetrates. Off to Montague. Circles inside. Dishes it down on the baseline to Wilkins. Wilkins backing in. Has to go back outside the arc. 9 to shoot. 3 in the air. It is missed by Cannon and rebounded by the Blue Dragons. Foul will go on the legs of Ford on the rebound.
His first personal, just the second foul of the game whistled so far.
And Jay Syriac telling the official right in front of us, you're doing a great job. Just keep doing that. Hutchinson basketball, a 2-0 lead with almost 4 minutes played. Whitfield accelerates. Off to Raekwon Taylor. Raekwon to Nuhu. Nuhu floater from the free throw line comes out. High to grab the rebound is Cannon for Barton.
It was a good look. It just didn't go in that time.
Now Tyrell Andrews has it to Webster. Back out front. Kiwanis Wilkins with it for the Cougars. And now Andrews. Webster for 3. Doesn't get it. Front iron. Scramble for the rebound. And it'll go out of bounds in the corner, and it will belong to Hutchinson.
This large crowd here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena, you just get the feeling they're just waiting to go crazy when something happens.
Whitfield pushes it up the floor. Barton back quickly on defense. J.J. Rhymes dribbles in the middle. Awkward off-balance shot. Going to his right, shot it with the left hand, almost behind him. Missed it in a rebound to Barton. Barton getting the lion's share of the rebounds in the early stages. Noah Webster for the Cougars to Wilkins. Wilkins backing in. Backing, working hard. Jumper, medium range is good by Marvin Cannon. Ties the game at 2. 5 minutes deep, 2-2.
Barton just 1 for 10 from the field. That was the first field goal of the game for the Cougars.
But still right in the thick of things. Whitfield for Hutchinson to Nuhu. Nuhu drives inside and stepped on the inline. Turnover Hutch. And back to the lineup for the Cougars, Keyshawn Montague. James Rojas checking in for the first time for the Blue Dragons, replacing Sal Nuhu, who was a factor in the first 5 minutes of this game. 2-2 basketball game. Marvin Cannon cross courts it to Andrews. Tyrell thought about the 3, thinks better of it. Back to Cannon. Dragons jump out on the shooter. Medium range floater is good from the left side by Cannon. He has all 4 of Barton's points, and the Cougars lead 4-2. Whitfield for the Dragons to Rhymes. Rojas in the corner, a 3, not there. Rebounded by Barton. Sam Lorenzen packed it down. Lorenzen launches a deep 3. Bingo! Wow! From way downtown. And Barton leads at 7-2. 7 unanswered points for the Cougars.
Barton missed their first 9 shots from the field, and now they've made 3 in a row.
JJ throws it inside. Gets loose, retrieved by Raekwon Taylor. Rojas backing in, up with the shot, hit the underside of the rim. Off to Barton it comes. The Cougars trying to stretch the lead. Marvin Cannon gives it up to Montague. Montague circling right. Back to Cannon. Cannon from long range. Doesn't get it. A tip is up and good. And Barton really outplaying Hutchinson right now. That was Tyrell Wilkins on the follow. Hutchinson needs a timeout. At the moment, it is all Barton. 9-2. 13:24 to go in the first half. We return in half a minute.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Burning Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, and by Mann, Wyatt & Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
The Cougars 4 of 15 from the field, but the Blue Dragons only 1 of 7, and the Cougars lead this one 9-2.
Cougars getting a lot more shots because they have owned the glass.
12 rebounds for the Cougars compared to only 5 for the Blue Dragons.
Ball comes to Whitfield. Whitfield high arching rainbow three is good. Rob Whitfield makes it 9-5. Hutchinson on the short end. Montague penetrates, scoops, draws a foul. Free throws coming for Keyshawn Montague. Foul on Raekwon Taylor of the Blue Dragons.
That's the first foul whistled against the Blue Dragons. Montague from Toronto, as is for the Blue Dragons, Devontae Bandu. So here in the heart of Kansas, we're seeing 2 players from Toronto, Canada tonight.
Free throw hit the front iron, but had enough momentum to hop over the rim and in. It is 10-5, Barton. Early stages, 7 minutes played. 2 of the 3 teams tied for the top spot in the Jayhawk Conference doing battle. Second free throw ricochets away. Rojas rebounds the miss for the Dragons. To Bandu. Bandu, as the defense is extended, handles out front. Off to Whitfield. Whitfield to Rojas. Now it's Bandu with it, 10 to shoot. Bandu pulls up for a jumper, got it, and a foul goes with the basket by Bandu. Devontae Bandu with his second basket.
Foul was whistled against Montague. His first personal, the team third against Barton.
Bandu free throws it up, it falls in. Bandu has 5, and the Dragons are within 2. Tyler Cotton replaces Rob Whitfield for the Dragons. Keyshawn Montague. Dragons are man-to-man. Off to Sam Lorenzen. He showed he has a lot of range. Skinny kid, hesitates, tries to hook it inside. Knocked loose, taken by the Dragons. Good effort by Mitchell. Dragons want to run. JJ lays it up and in. JJ Ryan with the basket. Tying the game at 10.
No one finishes better than J.J. Rhymes. He's uncanny in his ability to score.
Montague launches a 3. Bingo. Pretty shot, Keyshawn Montague. He hits 45% of his threes. 13-10 Barton. For the Blue Dragons, Tyler Cotton, he can hit threes too. Not interested in that at the moment. JJ lobs inside to Rojas. Rojas working baseline. Goes up, muscles it up. Got it blocked out of bounds though. To Hutchinson. Kiwanis Wilkins checking in for Barton. And Hutchinson inbounds baseline. Lobs it out front. Bandu from long range doesn't get it. Back iron. Rojas, that's Mitchell with the rebound, and he travels.
Kai Mitchell has been trying to recover from an ankle sprain. He looks pretty good tonight. I don't see him favoring that ankle tonight.
Kiwanis Wilkins handles out front for the Cougars. Right side Lorenzen, back to Wilkins. Pass was a little behind him. He retrieves. Now Montague. Montague, left side, and there's a travel on Barton. Little stutter step by Akeem White. Didn't put the ball on the floor quickly enough. And the Dragons get the ball back down 13-10 with 11:20 left first half. Tyler Cotton. Bandu. Rojas on the outside. Rojas moves in a step. Bandu in the corner. Out front, Tyler Cotton for three. Looks good, but rattles out. High to snatch the rebound. Akeem White. Baseball pass. Dragons are back defensively. Cougars attack. Ball pops loose. Scramble for it. And this will be a shared possession, and the arrow will give it back to the Dragons. Dragons playing hard, but in arrears by 3, 13-10, with just under 11 minutes.
The intensity level and the excitement level are definitely high tonight at the Hutchinson Sports Arena.
Tyler Cotton gives it off to Bandu. Bandu to Rojas. Rojas looking for the high-low. Can't find it and then throws it away. Bad pass intended for Bandu. And Bandu had cut toward the corner and the pass sailed behind him and out of bounds. Barton's Cougars looking good thus far with a 3-point lead. There's a dance move by Montague, a 17-footer good. Keyshawn. And he has 6. And the Barton lead is 15-10. Bandu for Hutch. Off to JJ, back to Bandu. Bandu pulls up, launches from long range, buries a 3. Devontae Bandu with 8. The Dragons are within 2. Montague pulls up for 3, does not get it. Rebound, Mitchell had it, taken away from him. Shot missed in close. Mitchell grabs the rebound this time. Golden opportunity by Ford, missed. Rojas has his pass broken up, and Hutchinson turned it over. Boy, they had a 3-on-1 situation momentarily. Barton comes up with it, and there's a travel on Kiwanis Wilkins. Thought about taking the 3, said I can move in a couple of steps, get a little closer, traveled with it. And it is time for the media timeout. 9:34 left, first half, 15-13 Barton. We're back in a minute.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has helped homeowners bring their remodel ideas to life. If you're looking to update a kitchen or bathroom or hoping to remodel your entire home, trust the team at Erickson Custom Building. We create customized plans designed around your dreams, ideas, and budget. For quality and follow-through on any home project, call Erickson Custom Building at 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustombldg.com.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
This is KHUG Hutchinson and KWUW Hutchinson's home for Blue Dragon basketball.
15-13 basketball game. Barton with the lead. Hutchinson with the basketball. Blue Dragons have led only once. That was 2-0. Now pressure in the backcourt. Dragons handle that nicely. J.J. Rhymes charges inside. Dragons get it down to Mitchell, and he can't handle it cleanly, and he travels.
That's the 9th turnover committed by the Blue Dragons. The Cougars have committed 7. Everybody here at the arena is, you could tell, keyed up for this matchup.
Andrews. Now Webster on the right side. Dragons extend the defense. He's a good 3-point shooter. Tyrell Andrews at the free throw line to Wilkins. Shot comes from the side. It's a 3-pointer by Webster, and it's good. Noah Webster makes it 16-10 Barton. J.J. Rhymes, pretty quiet so far, handles. To Bandu, now Rojas playing on the outside, looking to the inside. Rhymes has it. Pass to Cotton on the baseline. Now Bandu, high post. Kai Mitchell, and he throws it away. And they scramble for it, stolen back by the Dragons. Rojas challenges the inside and scores.
It's not the way the coaching staff drew it up, but it counted for 2 points.
There's Webster for 3, missed. And the Dragons do a terrible job of not blocking out. And an easy follow for Akeem White stretches the lead to 5, 20-15. 8 minutes to play first half.
They're watching right now.
Cotton. Mitchell. Mitchell fouled. Won't be any free throws.
Just the 4th team foul committed.
Akeem White, the foul. Nobody in any kind of foul trouble. This game really moving along because of the absence of fouls.
Blue Dragons have only committed 1 foul. We're nearly 12 minutes into the first half.
Dragons, Mitchell finds a way to go all the way to the basket and then misses as easy a shot as you'll ever get. And the rebound off to the Cougars. Cougars lead it by 5 with the basketball. 7:50 to play first half. And working hard in the lane, scooping it up and in with a great move is Marvin Cannon. He has 6 and the Cougar lead is 7. J.J. Rhymes takes it wide right to Tyler Cotton. Now on the side is Bandu. Bandu working on Webster to Kai Mitchell. Mitchell out front. Down to J.J. He usually finishes there, and he does. Got it down deep to J.J. Rhymes, and the Dragons are within 5. Need some stops. Ball tossed to the far side, and a three-pointer out of the corner rattles out. Missed by Elijah Ford. Rebounded by the Dragons. Ahead to J.J. J.J. lob pass inside intended for Creech, and the Dragons trying to make things a little fancier than they need to be. Turn it over for the 10th time already. Trailing 22-17, Hutchinson defends. Tyrell Andrews walks it up the floor. Andrews, Creech comes out to cover him. Free throw line jumper, looks easy and is easy for Marvin Cannon. He has 8, and the Cougars back to a 7-point lead. Dragons' J.J. Rhymes hooks it down to Mitchell. Mitchell spinning in traffic. Muscles the shot up, can't get it. Gets his own rebound, puts it up again, and this time it's good. Kai Mitchell working hard to make it 24-19. Barton.
Tenacity by Mitchell on the offensive glass.
Dragons really aggressive defensively. Barton hasn't seemed to be bothered by it. Cougars continue to lead by 5. Holding the ball out front, Kiwanis Wilkins. Wilkins, right side, great look at 3, off the mark, rebounded by the Dragons. In the game is Curtis Hollis. Now it's Creech inside, up with a shot, good, and a foul. Josh Creech.
That foul was whistled against Elijah Ford. It's his second personal, team foul number 5 against the Cougars. That was an impressive drive by Josh Creech. He beat his man on the baseline and then muscled it to the rim.
Josh Creech now with a chance to pull the Dragons within 2.
Youngster from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania.
It gets very quiet in the sports arena.
When Coach Eck introduced me to Josh Creech, he asked me what famous person was from Beaver Falls.
And you said Joe Namath, I bet.
I had to think about it for a while.
Creech hits the free throw. And the Blue Dragons with 5 unanswered to creep within 2, 24-22.
You got the answer quicker than I did, Rusty.
Well, that's because I've heard the question before. For the Cougars, Montague shovels it off to Lorenzen. Lorenzen for 3, missed. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Mitchell. Hutchinson has it. Coach Syriac says, push it. Barton back defensively. Creech on the outside. Creech leaves it off for J.J. J.J. squirms inside. Got the basket. What a move off the left baseline by Rhymes. And he is fouled.
It's almost impossible to stop J.J. Rhymes once he attacks the rim. He's so slippery. But he has great balance. That foul was whistled against Akeem White. It's his second personal, team number 6.
Free throw is good, and J.J. Rhymes. Three-point play gives Hutchinson the lead, 25-24. The Dragons have scored 8 unanswered. Noah Webster harassed out front by Curtis Hollis. Backs it up. Cross-courts it to Lorenzen. I'm not sure what range is for him. He shot 1 from 25. Lorenzen has it. This one a more traditional 3. Ricochets away. Hollis with the rebound for the Dragons. Got fouled. No whistle. Van Du pushes it up the floor. Shovels it off to the side. Hollis for 3. Puts it in. Off the glass. And the Dragons have rattled off 11 in a row. That brings a timeout on the part of the Cougars. It'll be a 1-minute break, and we'll take it. Hutch 28-24.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name-brand flooring, and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
And the Blue Dragons trail 24-17. 11 points in a row will do nice things for you.
The Blue Dragons just remind me of a NHRA drag racing high formula automobile, the way they can turn it on almost at will.
Well, the Barton Cougars have impressed as well. And it is Barton's basketball as they bring it up the floor in the person of Keyshawn Montague. Stockley built youngster, guarded by another Canadian, plays it off to the side, and there's a drive down the lane, shot by White, in and out, follows and gets it back in. Akeem White staying with it. 28-26 Hutchinson. Ball hooked to the corner, Hollis for 3, short. Rebound, Mitchell goes back up with it, scores.
Certainly it appears that Kai Mitchell's ankle is feeling better. He's playing with energy on the offensive glass.
Hutchinson 30, Barton 26. Montague thought about the 3, gives it off to White. White backs out, handles it to Montague. Montague to Lorenzen. Lorenzen charges inside, dishes it down on the baseline. And a shot athletic inside does not go, but a foul called on the Blue Dragons. Nice baseline move by Marvin Cannon. He'll be rewarded with free throws.
Josh Creech whistled for that foul as Cannon attacks the rim hard. This is the first foul against Creech.
Cannon is the player keeping Barton in this game. He has 8 and a couple of free throws here. Slender built youngster, free throws it up and off the mark. One more shot coming for Cannon. Normally a good free thrower. Second free throw is good. 3-point Dragon lead with just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. It is J.J. Rhymes to Creech. Mitchell. Dragons keeping it out in 3-point country. Van Du, Hollis. Now J.J. drives from the right side. Comes back to Creech. Creech all the way to the rim.
Wow.
Touches it. Wow. Josh Creech exploding to the rim.
From the 3-point line, one dribble and dunk.
Dragons by 5. Barton's Cougars have it out front between the rings. Kiwanis Wilkins. Shot comes from the side. Block. Dragons take away the miss by Webster. Hutchinson wants to run. Mitchell has it. Jumper in the paint. Bounces in.
Soft touch by Kai Mitchell from the free throw line on that field goal attempt.
Hutchinson 34-27, 3 minutes to play first half. Keyshawn Montague.
Both gentlemen from Toronto. Bandu number 10, Montague number 10 for Barton.
Montague is back on the near side of the floor. The ball gets away from Marvin Cannon, and there's Josh Creech with that disbelieving look. It would be more effective if it didn't come every time he fouls. Second foul on Josh. He'll have to come back out.
That was a spectacular dunk that Creech treated this large crowd to, though, on the other end.
And now for Barton, it is Montague. Montague works to the left, comes back up high. Good look at three, and it is good by Marvin Cannon.
Coach's box warning whistled against Coach Jay Syriac. That doesn't really amount to anything at this point other than they'll have to be careful the rest of the way.
The three-point basket by Marvin Cannon pulls Barton back to within 4. 2:28 till halftime. Devontae Bandu for the Dragons. Pahalis, Bandu. Now left side of the floor, Raekwon Taylor, who's been pretty quiet. Taylor fires it inside. Rojas to the window. Got it. James Rojas with his second basket. Dragons by 6, 36-30.
Dragons' offensive efficiency has gotten so much better.
Montague jumps and hits from medium range. 2-point basket. 36-32. J.J. Rhymes. Now Rojas in the corner for the Dragons. Rojas way out front to Hollis. Hollis to the inside to Rojas. Rojas to the window. Left hands it up and in. Rojas with 6. Dragons by 6. For Barton, Keyshawn Montague. Floater in the lane. Bank too hard. Rebound Raekwon Taylor. Dragons want to run. Off to Bandu. Bounces inside and scores again. Devontae Bandu. And it's Hutch by 8. 30-32. A minute 15 to play first half. Kawanis Wilkins. Off to Montague. Montague on the near side to Cannon. Cannon, underhand scoop, short, gets his own rebound. Actually, that was Wilkins cleaning up the mess. And Wilkins scores. For the Dragons, a bounce inside and a travel by J.J. Rhymes. 40-34 Hutch, 55 seconds to play in the first half. Dragons trailed at 1 point by 7.
The adrenaline level was so high at the tip-off of this game that both teams committed some mistakes and turned the ball over. Now both teams have settled in, and it's been outstanding basketball.
Barton, a little bit more patient, a little more methodical. Left side of the floor is Cannon. Out front to Montague. Shot clock at 8. Montague thought about the three, gives it off for a three that is good by Wilkins. 40-37. Now the Dragons should take the last shot of the first half. Entertaining basketball, game of runs. JJ holds it out near the intersection of sideline and half court. 11, 10, 9, 8. JJ still with it. Now 6, now 5, now 4. JJ dishes it down. Inside Rojas. Missed the bunny. Good hand comes to a close. Hutch got exactly what it wanted. Didn't convert. And as a result, at halftime, it is Hutchinson 40 and the Barton Cougars 37. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with halftime.
Just because you feel hale and hearty right now, you may think you don't need a pneumonia shot. But why risk it? At least without discussing your situation with a physician. Children under 5 and everyone over 65 definitely should have a pneumonia shot. And just maybe you should too. So welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. Whether you have insurance or not, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
It's not always easy to find the perfect gift for everyone on your list, but Jim's Water & Woods has some pretty perfect gift ideas for you to consider, like their Eno hammocks, chairs, backpacks, totes, blankets, and more, all made from lightweight material but so durable. Of course, the Brio fire pit would make anyone happy. And why? No smoke. At Jim's, you can choose from grills, smokers, and accessories, and if you really want to impress, a hot spring spa. Let this be a Jim's Water & Woods kind of Christmas, 419 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Are you caring for an elder parent or neighbor with physical limitations? It's difficult to get them in and out of a passenger vehicle, get them inside the building, and then go park your car. Reno County area transportation vehicles are designed to make this sort of travel easier on both of you. Let RCAT do the driving so you can concentrate on caregiving. Call 694-2913 for information.
Halftime in the sports arena, and Hutchinson and Barton embroiled in a good one. I'm Rusty Hills, joined by Coach Dan Nacarado. Glenn Grunwald out of town on business, and he is missing a whale of a basketball game as these two teams have battled to pretty close to even terms. Hutchinson the better of it at intermission by just 3, 40-37. This is the first half Medicine Shop game capsule. The Christmas holidays are just around the corner. And you know the last thing in the world that you want is to be sick over the Christmas holidays. There's flu around. There's respiratory disease around. And you maybe can't protect yourself from everything, but if you haven't had your flu shot, you haven't done all the things that you ought to do to protect yourself. Stop by the Medicine Shop. Get your flu shot taken. Lacey makes it pretty close to painless. The Medicine Shop honors all of your insurances. If you have to pay cash, it's just $25. Give yourself the best chance to be healthy and enjoy the Christmas holidays. The Blue Dragons spreading the scoring out. The Barton County Cougars spreading the scoring out. I think the Dragons are the deeper of the two teams. Whether that'll be a factor in the end remains to be seen. Coach, what about the numbers?
The Blue Dragons put up 40 points. It was a little bit dicey with a lot of adrenaline flowing at the beginning of the half, but the Blue Dragons got themselves calmed down, and they ended up putting up 40 points and lead at 40-37. I have Devontae Bandu for 10 points in my book, but the stat sheet shows him for 8 points, so I guess I'll go with the stat sheet for now. And J.J. Rhymes with 7 points. Kai Mitchell and James Rojas each scored 6 points. Josh Creech with 5. And Curtis Hollis scored 5. 40 points for the Blue Dragons, who were 17 of 30 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point range, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. For the Barton Cougars, their leading scorer in the first half, Marvin Cannon with 12 points. Keyshawn Montague scored 8. Kawanis Wilkins with 5. Terrell Andrews with 2. Sam Lorenzen with 3. Akeem White scored 4. And Noah Webster scored 3. That's 37 points for the Barton Cougars, who were 15 of 37 from the field, 5 of 18 from three-point range, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Hutchinson leads this one 40-37. Let's take a 30-second timeout, and when we come back, we'll be having the pleasure of visiting with SID Spectacular Steve Carpenter about upcoming Hall of Fame inductees. 30 seconds.
If you listen to the radio or watch TV, you probably realize you could be in for a real shock when you get your next heating bill. E&M Plumbing has the solution with the Rude 90-plus modulating gas furnace. Efficiency ratings of 94% and above could mean 30 to 40% savings on heating costs. And it's so quiet, you'll wonder if it's even running at all. E&M's regular service and Rude's reputation for reliability are your answers for high energy costs. For no obligation answers, call E&M Plumbing, your Rude dealer for the Hutchinson area.
Thank you for joining us here. The action has been spectacular here tonight at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Blue Dragon basketball versus Barton Community College Cougars. Steve Carpenter, thank you for joining us. What news do you have for us about some upcoming special recognition?
Well, if you're here in the arena, you're watching a video of the announcement of our 2018 Quarterback Club Hall of Fame class. And I'm pretty excited about this class. I know 3 of the 4, and it's going to be a really good class. And last year we announced it on the radio, so we thought we'd keep up with it this year.
Let's just call this an ongoing Christmas time tradition.
There you go. So our 2018 class, and first of all, I do want to thank our committee led by our athletic director Josh Gooch, and then from the Quarterback Club, President Jim Kende, Rich Shelton, and Janet Ralston are on the committee, Hall of Fame member Terry Masterson, and then one at-large, Brad Hallier, and we all know Brad. But the 2018 class selected this year, Grady Pauls.
Almost felt like we needed a drum roll.
We really do. Grady Pauls will become our first men's golfer into the Hall of Fame. He was here in 2005 through 2007, a 2-time conference champion individual, 3rd-team All-American in 2007. Great golfer, went on to Wichita State, and Grady's really looking forward to coming back. Tim Olson, he was a 2-year starting shortstop for John Bergey's baseball teams in 1998 and 1999. Before Caden Doge, he was our career home run leader with 27, and Caden wiped that out in 1 year. But Tim held several records, went on to Florida for a year, and then was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 7th round of the 2000 draft. Played for both the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. He currently lives in Denver, and he'll be back. Somebody very near and dear to my heart, Thad Weber. He played with your son Luke on the 05 and 06 teams. The 05 team, of course, the first team ever to go to the Junior College World Series in Grand Junction. And then Thad was the Conference Player of the Year as a 2-way player in 2006. So Thad got it deserved.
He got it done on the mound, in the field, and at the plate.
4.53 average at the plate, 10-0 with a 2.4 ERA on the mound. Not bad. And then our final one, I'm really happy about this one. This will be a posthumous induction. Richard Morsden, for you fans out there, played from 1970 to 72 for Hall of Famer Gene Cady. Those were 2 of the greatest years in HCC history. They finished 6th and 8th, but Richard Morsden, when he graduated, was HCC's all-time leading scorer. Since then, Pooh Hairston, Tyrone Jones, and the guy by the name of Kenny Mal is passing up. But he's still number 4 with 166 points. And just tremendous numbers. Those are tremendous teams. And his daughter Anissa and her family would actually accept on behalf of Richard. The Hall of Fame will be the Saturday of February 10th. We'll have the luncheon at the Airport Steakhouse, and then we will also have the induction ceremonies here. And of course, Butler. It seems like we always get the induction on Butler night. It just adds to the. But we're really happy with this class, and it's going to be exciting.
Well, we can't wait for the special festivities on February the 10th, and we're certainly glad to know who will be honored on that night. Thank you for sharing the information with us, Steve Carpenter. You're welcome. Hutchinson Community College Sports Information Director, and knows more about sports at every level and every different kind of sports in Hutchinson, Kansas.
I don't know, Mac. I think you taught me in certain areas.
Thank you for joining us, Carp. We really appreciate it.
You bet.
Well, let's take a 2-minute break, and I will text you to see when you want to bring it back to us.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Imagine for a moment the best deal ever on smartphones. Got it? I bet Nextech Wireless has you beat. Now through the end of the year, get up to 5 smartphone lines, unlimited talk, text, and data for only $100. Whether 3 lines, 4, or 5, it's just $100. And the deals don't stop there. All smartphones are buy one, get one free. Say hello to unlimited gifting, unlimited data, and unlimited holiday happiness. Certain restrictions apply. Merry Christmas from Nextech Wireless.
Hello, this is Tom Elliott of Elliott Mortuary, and again this year we are pleased to help sponsor HCC Blue Dragon Sports. We encourage you to support all the Blue Dragon games, both home and away, with your attendance, but if not, we hope you enjoy listening to the game here on KWBW and Country 102.9. Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, a proud sponsor of Hutchinson Community College, and honored to have served the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935.
Hi, I'm Ken Hyman, General Manager of Midwest Superstore in Hutchinson. We're proud to be a sponsor of HCC Sports. You have choices when it comes to your vehicle purchases, and a better way is more than a slogan. Any new or select pre-owned purchase comes with our Advantage Rewards benefits. That includes complimentary car washes with every service visit, a loaner car with any major service, including oil changes and tire rotations. A better way also means no high-pressure sales tactics. Everyone has deals, but do they take care of you after the sale? Visit us at MidwestSuperstore.com and go Blue Dragons.
Whatever the sport or season it may be, if you suffer any kind of sports injury, call the outstanding doctors at Pinnacle Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. Doctors Lowen and Severud have effectively treated virtually every kind of sports injury. They use the most advanced arthroscopic surgical techniques available to medicine. You'll also work closely with their highly trained physical therapists every step of your rehab. Get back in the game with Pinnacle Sports Medicine. Call 662-6000 to schedule your appointment or visit them online at summitks.com.
Both teams back out on the floor, and we are very nearly ready for the beginning of the second half of this basketball game. Hutchinson with the lead by a score of 40-37. The Blue Dragons had at one point in the first half an 8-point lead. On another occasion trailed by 7. So it is, like all basketball games, a game of runs. Blue Dragons in that first half didn't have anybody in double digits on the official stats. Both Coach Knack and I had Devontae Van Dew with 10, but unless they adjusted officially, he was credited with 8.
Matter of fact, I think I'll go take a look at the official book while we have a little bit of time before the start of the third quarter.
And Coach Knack is thinking about the women's game because it'll be before the start of the second half. Blue Dragons and the Barton County Cougars, both 11-1 on the basketball season, both with a loss to a team that you wouldn't expect. Allen defeating Barton, and the Blue Dragons losing at Cloud County to a Cloud team that has just one win in the league, that over Hutchinson. That was an overtime loss. The Barton loss was by 4 at home to Allen. But all of that, water under the bridge, the only thing that matters, finish off 2017 in a good fashion, which is exactly what the Cougars and the Blue Dragons will try to do. Jay Syriac and Reggie Harrison, Dallas Comstock, combining to coach the Blue Dragons tonight in the absence of Hutchinson coach Steve Eck. Barton's Cougars coached by Craig Fletchall. I'm sure the coaches were working hard at halftime.
Well, I just got back from checking the official scorebook, and it matches the statistics sheet. They've got Devontae Van Dew for 8 points and Curtis Hollis for 5 points.
All right, we will go with that. The only thing that really matters is a team game The only thing that really matters is the totals up on the scoreboard, which indicate Hutchinson 40 and Barton 37. The Blue Dragons will be on defense as the second half starts. All the action coming your way from Sam Butterfield Court in the renovated Hutchinson, Kansas Sports Arena.
One of the biggest crowds of the season turned out tonight to the sports arena, and they are being treated as some outstanding basketball.
There'll be a rematch between these two teams a little bit later on in the basketball season. But right now, one of these teams going to get a step up on the other. Dragons back to their starting five. Cougars with the basketball, and here we go. Second half underway. It is Keyshawn Montague. Lobs on the high post to Wilkins. Back to Montague. Dragons jump out on it, and it's out of bounds off Barton. Nice hustle by Sal Nuhu, causing the turnover. For the Dragons, Whitfield inbounds, gets it back, races down that left sideline, races to the basket, and a blocking foul. Will they count the basket? I think they might.
Basket counts.
Nice athletic explosion to the basket by Robert Whitfield. And he was fouled. Will get a chance to make it a three-point play. The foul, the second of the game on Montague. Free throw missed, but the rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Hutchinson. Dragons will inbound baseline right, leading 42-37. Whitfield brings it in on the side to Nuhu. Out front it goes to Bandu. Bandu, cross court to Whitfield. He'll hit the open three, shoots about 50%, and he launches one. And that one is perfect.
Right on cue.
Whitfield with 5 to open the half, and the Dragons back up by 8, 45-37. For Barton, Kiwanis Williams plays left to Montague. Montague off to Noah Webster, fakes the three, doesn't take it, bounces it on the side to Elijah Ford. Ford looking for a way to drive, pulls up from the free throw line, got the roll. Never looked like it was going to go in, but it did. 45-39. 1 minute gone in the second half for the Blue Dragons. J.J. Rhymes. Cross court, Bandu. Bandu to the free throw line, launches, doesn't get it. Rebound knocked out of bounds, will belong to Barton.
Bandu elevates so high when he shoots that jump shot, that mid-range jumper. It's a thing of beauty to watch him shoot it.
For the Cougars, Montague, guarded by Whitfield. Dragons are man-to-man. Nuhu comes out, covers. There's a drive to the free throw line. Back to Montague, 17-footer, rattles out. Rebound, Raekwon Taylor. Off to Whitfield. Whitfield racing to the offensive end, exploding to the basket. Teardrop up. Well, they count it. There's a lot of contact.
They're going to wave it off. The shot went in, but they're calling Whitfield for the charge.
First foul on Whitfield.
You're going to call the block. You're going to call the right call.
Coach Syriac indicating that he saw it slightly differently, as you would expect. Keyshawn Montague off to Ford. Ford circles to the top of the key. Out front, Noah Webster. Webster backs up. Cross courts it to Montague. Dragons currently with a 6-point lead, 45-39. Webster drives all the way to the basket, missed the shot. Dragons, Nuhu comes away with a rebound. Hutchinson wants to run. Whitfield pulls up, launches for three, doesn't get it. Nice rebound, Raekwon Taylor. And then he is fouled. Won't be any free throws. Foul will be the third, however, on Keyshawn Montague.
That could be big because Keyshawn Montague scored 8 points in that first half and got him at a critical time when it looked like the Dragons might start to pull away.
Terrell Andrews comes in along with Sam Lorenzen. Dragons inbound to Nuhu on the side. Out front, Bandu, three airborne, doesn't go. Scramble for the rebound. Lorenzen grabs it. Lorenzen off to Wilkins. And a wraparound layup doesn't go. Dragons come up with it. Dragons race to the offensive end. Bandu stops in three-point land to J.J. Rhymes. Rhymes works his way inside, scores. J.J. Rhymes basket makes it 47-39. And Craig Fletcher, the coach of Barton, wants a timeout. It'll be a full 1 minute break. Dragons up 8.
Whatever the sport or season it may be, if you suffer any kind of sports injury, call the outstanding doctors at Pinnacle Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. Doctors Lowen and Severud have effectively treated virtually every kind of sports injury. They use the most advanced arthroscopic surgical techniques available to medicine. You'll also work closely with their highly trained physical therapists every step of your rehab. Get back in the game with Pinnacle Sports Medicine. Call 662-6000 to schedule your appointment or visit them online at summitks.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Salthawks! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Nearly 3 minutes played in the second half, and the Blue Dragons have grown the lead from the three-point edge that they enjoyed at halftime to 8, 47-39.
The Blue Dragons have opened up just a slight rebounding advantage, 23-20. This game has just been a hard-fought, well-played basketball game.
For Barton, it is Terrell Andrews. Gives it off out front to Wilkins. Wilkins drives into traffic, blocked by Nuhu. Nuhu wrestles the rebound away, and a jump ball call. And it'll go to the Dragons.
That's right.
Sal Nuhu hasn't really scored, but he has been a factor in this basketball game, altering shots, blocking shots. Dragons get it up the floor against some pressure, no problem.
That was the fourth block shot so far of this game for Sal Nuhu.
J.J. Rhymes cross courts it to Whitfield. Whitfield back to Bandu, and Bandu is fouled by Elijah Ford, and on Elijah that is 3.
Didn't seem to be much question about that call. He reached in and knocked Bandu over.
Well, tripped him. Bandu will inbound from right in front of us. Does so to Whitfield. Whitfield off to J.J. playing out front. Now Bandu. Bandu takes it to the right side. Cross courts it to Whitfield. Whitfield fires it down on the baseline. 6 to shoot. J.J. Now it's Nuhu. Puts up the shot. Got it! As the shot clock was running out, Sal Nuhu makes it 49-39. For the Cougars, Terrell Andrews. Now Kiwanis Wilkins. Wilkins backs it out between the circles. Plays to Lorenzen. Can't give him that shot. He buries it. Good look from 15 feet away, and Lorenzen is deadly. Ball gets away momentarily, tracked down by Bandu. Bandu starts a drive. Back with it to Nuhu. Bounce on the high post. Raekwon Taylor spins, shovels it off to Nuhu. Can't handle it cleanly. Taken away by Barton. Long throw to Lorenzen. He pulls up for 3. Missed it. Dragons lucky. Rebounded by Nuhu. Nuhu cross court to Whitfield. Whitfield races back the other direction. Barton back defensively. Comes to Nuhu. Nuhu challenges. Up with the shot. Got it. Bandu with his 10th point. Dragons 51, Cougars 41. Out front it is Wilkins. Now Lorenzen. And now Wilkins. Wilkins walks it between the rings. Dragons trying to keep the ball away from Terrell Andrews. Dragons almost come up with a steal. Raekwon Taylor ran out of geographical room as he can't keep the ball from going out of bounds.
Good thing for the Blue Dragons that he could not, or excuse me, good thing for the Barton Cougars that he could not control that ball and keep it in bounds. It would have been a layup.
If the basketball court were 6 inches wider, Dragons would have had a basket. There is an accelerating move. Shot missed, but a follow shot up and good. cat-quick Terrell Andrews rebounds his own miss and scores. J.J. Rhymes drives the other direction, travels, trying to do too much.
Blue Dragons are a little bit careless again with the basketball. They started off the game with so much adrenaline, and that's what I would attribute many of the early turnovers to. But now their turnover count is up to 14.
51-43, Hutchinson with the 8-point lead. Terrell Andrews, left-hand dribble, guarded by Whitfield. Top of the key, Cannon. Now it comes to Wilkins. Wilkins for three. Bounces high. Comes off. Whitfield comes up with a rebound. Tosses it ahead to Bandu. Had to be careful not to step out of bounds. Bandu holds on the left side. Comes top of the key. Back to JJ. Left side. JJ puts it on the floor. Lost it. Able to retrieve it. Now down inside to Mitchell. Mitchell from the baseline. Good. Kai Mitchell. 10-footer. Left baseline. Back the other way. Webster with the flush as the Dragons don't get back quick enough on defense, and Noah Webster makes them pay.
Noah Webster, the Buhler High School product.
And now J.J. backing in. Offensive foul on J.J., and Webster took the charge. J.J. Rhymes responsible for a couple of turnovers on consecutive trips down the floor. 53-45, 6 minutes gone, second half. Hutchinson with the lead. And a technical foul has just been called on the Hutchinson bench. Now, that was not something that the Blue Dragons needed.
Blue Dragons lead at 53-45 right now. Let's see how they play through a little bit of adversity here. Noah Webster will go to the line to shoot these technical foul shots. He's a good free throw shooter.
And Barton on a run. Webster's free throw good.
There's no question that a number of fans in the arena tonight are pulling for Noah Webster to have a good game.
And he buries both free throws, giving him a total of 7. I don't think the scoreboard reflecting the made free throws yet. And the scoreboard is not right, I don't think, is it, Coach Knack? Now it's right.
There we go.
53-47. And Barton with the basketball. Blue Dragons had things going. A little bit of a momentum shift for the Cougars. Webster drives to the basket. Foul called. Noah Webster really asserting himself right now and proving he belongs on this floor.
He's energized. He's always been a talented player. I remember him even as far back as when he was in 5th or 6th grade. He's always been a very talented young man.
Raekwon Taylor the foul. Webster with the free throw. He has scored 5 in a row, 5 points in a row for the Cougars. And the Cougars about to get within 4 if Webster can hit this second free throw, which he does. Looks like he can make them all night long. 4-point Hutchinson lead, 53-49, long ways to go, 13-40. Whitfield, J.J., down the corner to Curtis Hollis. And a foul called. This one will go on Webster.
Noah Webster holding J.J. Rhymes on the block. He knows that once J.J. gets the ball there, he's pretty accurate.
Ball comes out front to Bandu. Lobs it to Whitfield on the side. Back out front. Zone defense, Barton at the moment. Whitfield bounced down to Hollis. Double teamed on the baseline. The ball knocked out of bounds by Barton. Dragons by 4. 9 to shoot.
Pretty much the entire Spirit squad and pep band on hand tonight, even though finals were over a few days ago.
Whitfield pulls up for 3. Yes! Robert Whitfield with his 3rd tray. 56-49 Hutchinson. Terrell Andrews controls out front. Leaves it for Webster. Now it is Wilkins holding. Kai Mitchell up on him defensively. Lob goes inside. Nice passing over the baseline. Blocked by Van Du. Spectacular elevation. Dragons come up with a loose basketball. Barton back defensively. Van Du thought about three, thinks better of it. Backs it out. And goes to Whitfield. Whitfield bounced down to Kai Mitchell. Mitchell spins. And an offensive foul called on Mitchell.
The other official might had a travel. Let's see if the other official gets the travel. Nope. It'll be an offensive foul whistled against Kai Mitchell. Mark that as the 16th turnover committed by the Dragons, but the Dragons still lead this one 56-49.
Terrell Andrews for Barton. Angle dribble. Gives it off to Webster. Now out front it's Wilkins. Back to Webster. Webster splits a couple of defenders and lost it out of bounds.
I think we'll just score that as a turnover, don't you think, Rusty?
Yep, I think so. And Barton's going to continue to put pressure on Hutchinson. Pressure in the backcourt by Elijah Ford. Ball comes into Whitfield. Whitfield lobs it cross court to to Hollis. Dragons throw it away. Careless pass. Stripped away by Wilkins. He drives down and a travel. A nice job of running through by Curtis Hollis. Ran right in front of the guy charging down the lane. Caused the turnover.
Kiwanis Wilkins was not expecting there to be no contact, and when there was no contact, he traveled.
Now the Dragons go inside on the lob. JJ can't finish, but he was fouled.
Nice pass by Curtis Hollis to try to set JJ up for the alley-oop jam, but the defense got there and fouled JJ before he could put it down.
JJ will shoot two. Foul on Webster. A little bit of confrontation between Webster and J.J. Rhymes. Free throw is up by Rhymes, and it is good. He'll have another.
This has been quite an event here tonight at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both the Blue Dragon women played outstanding basketball, and this men's game has been so exciting.
Both free throws good by Rhymes, and the Dragons are back on top by 9 with 12 minutes to play. Montague back on the floor for Barton. Dragons go for a steal, can't get it. Free throw line jumper buried by Marvin Cannon. First points of the second half, but his 14th of the game. Hutchinson leads it by 6. Hollis thought about the three. Gets rid of it. Hollis gets it back off to Whitfield. Whitfield back to Hollis. Hollis pulls up from long range, does not get it. Rebound by Barton. Cougars take it away. On the side, Lorenzen. Out front, Montague. Now it is Wilkins with it. Wilkins on the walk dribble. Right side, Montague. Montague challenges, spins. Back outside, Lorenzen. Deep three. Missed, but picked up and scored in close by Kiwanis Wilkins. 58-53. Hutchinson with the lead. Bounce goes to Kai Mitchell. Mitchell backing in. Missed the shot. It's out of bounds off Barton. Well, I'll tell you what, everything on the inside is contested.
It's like a playoff game tonight.
Yep. A lot of intensity. Dragons lob it out front. Whitfield, great look at three. Doesn't get it. Scramble for the rebound. Van Du got it. Looked like he got fouled, but no call made. It's out of bounds to Hutchinson. You got to be a man to play inside in this game. Ball comes in. Dragons turn it over. Taken away by Lorenzen on the deflection. Lorenzen challenges, hooks it up, misses the shot. Offensive follow is up and good by Elijah Ford, and the momentum right now going away of the Cougars. And the Dragons may want a timeout.
Good timeout by Hutchinson.
10:40 to go in this basketball game. It's the same lead the Dragons had at halftime, 58-55. We're back in half a minute.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Well, Hutchinson with a narrow lead, 58-55, 6 unanswered points for Barton. It's been that kind of a game of runs. And right now it is Hutchinson with the basketball. Barton is taking the backcourt pressure off. Whitfield glides to forecourt to Bandu, who immediately launches a three, doesn't get it. Dragons try to rebound. Hollis can't, taken away by Barton. Now the Cougars, Montague. They could tie it with a three. Montague thought about it, goes to Lorenzen, back to Montague between the rings. 10:20 to play in the basketball game. They hand it to Wilkins. Wilkins drives all the way to the basket, hooks it up, doesn't get it. Rebound ricochets out front. Dragons on the run. And a poor pass by J.J. Rhymes thrown away. Dragons struggle to get it back, retrieved by the Cougars. They got a man advantage, should score off of this one. Swatted away by a hustling Rob Whitfield. Cougars keep it. Whitfield prevented a basket. The ball comes out front to Lorenzen. Lorenzen almost lost it. It is retrieved by Wilkins. Now back to Montague. Shot comes from three, and we are tied on the basket by Kiwanis Wilkins. Barton has erased a 9-point Hutchinson lead, and this game tied at 58 with 9.5 minutes to play.
The way Barton shoots three-point shots and makes them, you're really not comfortable unless you get a 20-point lead against these Cougars.
Rhymes to Hollis to Whitfield. Now Bandu, tough defense. Bandu tries to back in, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell to the basket, underhand scoop, too hard. Comes back into Mitchell's hands, and then he lost it. Long pass to Lorenzen. Lorenzen gives it off to the side, and Barton misses the lay-in. Hutchinson comes up with a basketball. The Cougars should have gotten the basket there. They do not. Hutchinson's Bandu drives into traffic. Got away with an extra step. Missed a couple of times inside. Rebound Hollis. Hollis throws it up and in.
Off balance, awkward shot by Curtis Hollis, but he was able to put it in.
60-58 Hutch. 8:35 to play. Montague. Left side of the floor, it is Wilkins. Now Lorenzen. Lorenzen drives, scoops underneath, turns it over. Whitfield with the takeaway. Ahead to Hollis. Hollis to the basket. Tried to flush it, got slapped on the arm. 2 free throws coming for the Blue Dragons. And we're going to have the media timeout. What a game. 8:20 to go. Dragons shooting free throws when we return in a minute. 60-58 Hutch.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Burning Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, and by Mann, Wyatt & Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has helped homeowners bring their remodel ideas to life. If you're looking to update a kitchen or bathroom, or hoping to remodel your entire home, trust the team at Erickson Custom Building. We create customized plans designed around your dreams, ideas, and budget. For quality and follow-through on any home project, call Erickson Custom Building at 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustombldg.com.
This is a fun night here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena, but every opportunity to watch Blue Dragon basketball is a fun opportunity because it's always a great night for basketball.
Blue Dragons on the free throw line as we return. It will be for Hutchinson, Curtis Hollis to shoot the free throws. The foul, by the way, was on Kiwanis Wilkins for the second time.
Thank you.
Free throw up, not good. Hollis, very ordinary for an outside player at the free throw line, 65%. He has another one coming. This one is good.
But he's pretty extraordinary in many aspects of this sport.
Very athletic. 61-58 Hutch. Webster guarded by Tyler Cotton, who checked in during the timeout. The ball nearly knocked away by the Dragons. And there is a three from the side that would have tied it, but it is missed, and the Dragons come away from the possession with the basketball. Cotton holds on the side. Back at front, Mandu. Lob inside, tough catch. Rojas got fouled as he went to put it up.
That was an extremely athletic catch by James Rojas.
And Rojas will get free throws.
I'm showing that as the fourth foul on Montague. Is that what you have, Rusty?
Yes, and so does the official scorer.
Oh, is he changing it now, though? I think he just changed that to Elijah Ford, and that'll be Ford's fourth foul if they're moving it to him.
Rojas with very important free throws. First one is good.
James Rojas from Jamestown, New York. The way he plays basketball, I sometimes wonder if they named the town after him.
One more shot coming for Rojas. Hutchinson, 61-58. The second one bounces away. So the Dragon lead is, now it's 4. They were slow to put the first free throw up. Dragons by 4. The ball out front in the hands of Cannon. Montague wanted to shoot a 3, tosses it to the wing. Backing in, nothing available. Back outside it comes to Webster. Webster would like a 3, can't get one off. Wilkins can and doesn't hit it. And the Dragons, Bandu rebounds the miss. Bandu now down on the baseline, Rojas. Rojas backing in, misses in close. And a foul on the Dragons on the rebound. Boy, Hutchinson has missed a bunch of shots in close. Curtis Hollis picking up the foul. The good news is the Dragons aren't in any foul trouble.
No, they're not. They've only committed 6 fouls in the second half and only 3 in the first half.
Still a 4-point Hutchinson lead as the clock tiptoes under the 7-minute mark. Montague out front. Now Wilkins. Now Webster. Webster fouled on the drive to the basket. It'll be 1-1. Tyler Cotton having trouble staying in front of Webster.
Well, I think just about anyone would. Noah Webster is a quick young man. Has an explosive first step.
And he has not missed at the free throw line in this game. 4 of 4. 5 of 5 as the first one goes down. So there will be a second. 62-59. 3-point Dragon advantage. Second free throw, also good. Webster has really helped Barton's cause with 8 second-half points. 62-60. Bandu double-teamed in the backcourt, off to Whitfield. Whitfield up the floor, and squirming inside and scoring is Curtis Hollis. Beautiful pass from Whitfield, half the length of the floor. 64-60 Hutch. 6.5 to play. Ball knocked loose. Dragons scramble for it. They still scramble for it. We're going to have a shared possession, and the arrow will leave it with Barton. Hutch tried to get a timeout, couldn't get the job done.
Outstanding hustle by both teams.
Tyler, good hustle.
6:25 remains. A 4-point game. 64-60 Hutch. Barton inbounds to Montague.
Watch the drive!
Montague guarded by Rhymes. Off to Webster. Webster got by his man. Will go to the line to shoot 2 more. Right now the Dragons don't have an answer for Webster.
That one was whistled again on Tyler Cotton. His second foul. Team 8. Before that foul, the Blue Dragons had more blocked shots than personal fouls.
Webster finally missed the free throw, but it's a 2-shot foul, so he'll have 1 more.
That's a rather rare statistic for a team to block more shots than the number of fouls they commit.
Another shot for Noah Webster. 8 second-half points and now 9.
12 for the game.
The Hutchinson lead is 3. Raekwon Taylor back to the Dragon lineup. Hollis will check out.
Those were good minutes by Curtis Hollis. Curtis Hollis just gets better and better every game.
Dragons look full court pressure. Ball comes into Rhymes. Now back in the hands of Tyler Cotton. Cotton harassed by Montague. Drives it to the offensive end. Collision. Full-born collision. And a block is called. And to the free throw line goes Cotton. 3rd foul on Kiwanis Wilkins.
That's a 1-and-1. The foul was on the floor as Tyler Cotton was driving to the rim.
Free throw Cotton. No. Dragons miss a key free throw and Barton the rebound. 6 minutes to play. Hutch by 3. Wilkins hands it off to Montague. Hutchinson trying to get a stop. Wilkins has it. Off to Webster. Webster. Well, a lot of contact. Nice job by Tyler Cotton to stand in front of him. Now a challenge to the basket. White backing in. And that's a travel. No, they're going to call it a tie-up, but the arrow will give it to Hutchinson.
That was outstanding defense by the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. They did a wonderful job keeping their men in front of them, getting in a stance and holding their ground.
Ball inbounded. Coming up the floor with it is Tyler Cotton. Cotton comes top of the key. Left side to Rhymes. Ball knocked away from JJ. He's able to track it down. Gets it off to Raekwon Taylor. Taylor leaves it for Bandu. Bandu challenges. Runs it up. Misses in close. Rebound cleared. A man-sized rebound by Kiwanis Wilkins. Throws it long to the other end. Hutchinson back defensively. Skip pass. Too tall. Out of the reach of Montague and out of bounds to Hutchinson.
With 5 minutes remaining in this basketball game, the Blue Dragons lead at 64-61, and you can feel the tension in the arena.
Dragons get it inside. Bandu in close, misses. Rebound. Rojas, yes. Rojas with the basket. Dragons by 5, 66-61, 4:50 to play. Thinking about the 3 was Wilkins. Now Montague. Montague off to Cannon. Webster has it. Cotton on him. Webster backs out. Gives it up to Wilkins. And now it is Montague with 9 to shoot. Montague thought about the 3. Gives it off to Wilkins. Wilkins challenges the inside. Spins. Missed it off the front rim. And Bandu wrestles the rebound away for the Blue Dragons. Devontae accelerates, tosses it to the side. Great look at 3. J.J. Rhymes with a 3. And that'll bring a timeout. 4:13 to go. The Rhymes 3 stretches the Dragon lead to 8. This will be a 1-minute break.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
This is KHUT Hutchinson and KWBW Hutchinson's home for Blue Dragon Sports.
Big three-pointer by J.J. Rhymes, and the Dragons lead it by 8.
He was left unattended, but the action has been so frenetic. It's just been up and back, and I'm starting to feel tired.
But don't think it's over yet. Barton with the basketball, but the Dragons, more importantly, with the lead. Webster has it. Goes behind a pick, doesn't launch the three. Now left side of the floor is Montague. Dances top of the key, he launches and hits a big three-pointer. Keyshawn Montague. Wow, what a big basket. And it's back to a 5-point game.
You just need about a 20-point lead to feel secure against these Barton Cougars.
Rojas holds on the side to Raekwon at the free throw line. Taylor to Cotton, now to JJ, double team, back in the corner for three. Yes! Tyler Cotton!
That's the way to answer.
Back to an 8-point lead, 3.5 to play. Montague thought about the three, dishes it off, and they muscle it inside, and scoring is Wilkins. He's a good one. Has a dozen. It's a 6-point game with 3:15 to go. Bandu. Now Cotton out front. Bandu on the side. Thought about the three. Gives it off to Raekwon Taylor. Drives inside. Got his shot blocked. Scramble for the rebound. It's out of bounds off Hutch.
Hutchinson has opened a little bit of a rebounding advantage. Prior to that last time out, it was 39 rebounds for Hutchinson, 29 for Barton.
Barton down 6. Clock indicating just under 3 minutes to play. Webster challenges. Can't get a shot up. Launches anyhow. Oh, my goodness. What a shot, Noah Webster. Well guarded by Tyler Cotton.
It was a circus shot.
And it is back to a 4-point Hutchinson lead. 72-68. Bandu on the side. Taylor out front. Right side, Cotton for three. Doesn't get it. Rebound Barton. Cannon tracks it down. Up the floor comes Montague. Dragons back defensively. Cannon stops. Gives it off to Montague. Montague backs out. Cotton on him now defensively. Montague thought about the three. Gives it off to Wilkins. The shot comes from Webster. It's a three, and it's good.
This half has been the Noah Webster show for the Barton Community College Cougars.
And we have a timeout taken by the Blue Dragons. It's a 1-point Hutchinson lead, 72-71. We're back in 60 seconds.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name-brand flooring, and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
We understand. You can't plan ahead for an illness or injury, yet you'd really like same-day treatment. That's why Prairie Star offers walk-in clinic services with a responsive medical staff to care for you and your family.
Yes, we want to be your medical home.
Welcome to Prairie Star Health Center and walk-in clinic, whether you have insurance or not. 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Noah Webster has brought Barton back to within one of the Dragons.
Noah Webster, I believe, has 14 points this half and 17 for the game. Do you concur, Rusty?
I'll take your word for it.
Noah Webster.
14 and a half, you're right.
He is playing with such passion this half.
We are down to 2:08. Obviously, every possession is precious.
A little bit different defensive look this time.
For the Blue Dragons, Rob Whitfield handles, Back to Rhymes out front between the circles. JJ to Whitfield in the corner. Bandu for three. Yes, sir! Devontae Bandu can do. Dragons by 4. 75-71. Hutchinson would love a stop. Barton feeling like they need a basket. Elijah Ford out front. Montague starts a drive, hooks it back top of the key. Great look at three from the left side. Doesn't go. Scramble for the rebound. It's out of bounds. And it will belong to the Blue Dragons with a minute 24 to go. A 4-point Hutchinson lead, 75-71. Dragons inbound with pressure. J.J. Rhymes gets it off to Bandu. Bandu glides up the floor, takes it up for the teardrop. It rolls in. Bandu again. 77-71, a minute 11 to go. Dragons by 6. Montague out front. Off to Wilkins. This team, Webster a long three, missed. Rebound Dragons. And now the Dragons with numbers. Explode to the basket, it's laid up and in. A foul occurred on the drive to the basket. Webster fouled out front. Erased the basket. But the Dragons will shoot free throws.
Team number 9, so it'll, unless it was in the act of shooting, it'll be a 1-and-1.
Bandu. Key three, followed by a nice deuce. And now Bandu can do a lot towards putting the Dragons in a great spot if he can hit free throws.
Webster fouled Bandu on the drive. It's a 1-and-1.
Bandu's free throw rolls in.
Soft touch. He used the entire rim, but it ultimately dropped.
78-71 Dragons. One more. Crowd quiets. Bandu hits. 79-71. And now Barton probably has to start thinking about threes, and they can hit them. Montague drives, dishes to the wing. Lorenzen fires away, doesn't get it. And a nice rebound, Raekwon Taylor. Now the Dragons, the last thing they have to do is hurry, and a foul on the drive to forecourt will send Raekwon Taylor to the line, but that's team foul number 10, so it'll be 2 free throws for the Dragons, who lead by 8.
Raekwon Taylor has not yet scored in this game. He averages 9.3 points a game. Only been to the free throw line a couple of times this season, 1 for 2 on the season.
Bounces. Excuse me.
I got that wrong. I was looking at his 3-point attempts. He's 24 of 35 from the free throw line on the season.
First free throw is missed. This free throw would put Hutch up 9 if he can hit it. Doesn't get it. Missed them both. Rebounded by Barton. Kiwanis Wilkins up the other way. Shovels it off. And a 3-point try by Webster misses. Follow shot in close is missed. But the Dragons are fouling, and to the free throw line will go the Cougars with 27 seconds left. Called the foul on Devontae Bandu. And Marvin Cannon, a 75% free throw shooter with 2. First one is good. (79-72). Dragons do not need to hurry, but they do need to make free throws.
They have to be strong with the basketball.
Second free throw, good. Key free throws for Marvin Cannon. 2 of them. Dragons put it in the hands of Whitfield. Whitfield off to Bandu, and Bandu is fouled in the backcourt. Fouled by Noah Webster. It'll be 4 on Noah. And the Dragons will again go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
The Cougars had a chance to trap Whitfield in the corner when he caught the inbounds pass, but he was so strong with the basketball, and he returned the pass to Bandu, who was also strong with the ball.
Bandu concentrates, flips, and hits.
Sure.
Devontae Bandu has been Mr. Clutch here in the last couple of minutes for the Blue Dragons, with a couple of baskets.
He's a delightful young man. He plays with confidence. Good person.
Got both free throws down. Dragon lead is 8. 20 seconds to go. Exploding up the floor. Montague gives off. They miss in close. Dragons come away with a rebound, and the Dragons can celebrate a victory. In the backcourt, Whitfield now brings it up the floor. Barton realizing the game is out of reach, and the Dragons will dribble the seconds away, and Hutchinson knocks off the Barton Cougars in the sports arena. Our final, Hutchinson 81, Barton 73. What a basketball game. What great entertainment we've had. And we'll be back to talk about it in 2 minutes.
It's easy to find the